Hello, everyone. Today we have a very special guest, a long-time customer, Sumit Piani from EXL, who's been SVP and CIO there and driving tremendous transformation. So, Sumit, welcome to LinkedIn Live.
Thank you, Jaspreet. It's a pleasure to be here and excited to have this conversation with you.
So, we've had great conversations all along, and I've enjoyed a journey of transformation in EXL. And today, I would love to discuss with the audience, all things data, cloud, AI, which EXL is going through, and the journey you're on.
Sure. I'll talk about EXL first. So EXL is actually a global data and AI company, right? That offers services and solution to reinvent client business models, drive better outcomes to unlock the growth at a speed. Over the years, we have evolved significantly, right? Shifting from traditional processes to AI-driven cloud-native solutions, enhancing the client's business efficiency and experience. My role here at EXL is to continuously, adopt the evolving technology trends,
Hmm?
right? To see how we can solve the business challenges and ensure that we are meeting the resiliency, compliance, security, and sort of user experience needs.
There's a lot to unpack there. Appreciate the background, and can you unpack a little bit more on the AI specific parts of it first? What's the undercurrents of it? What are you driving towards in Excel?
Sure. At EXL, we believe that the key to drive a real impact lies in seamlessly integrating the data and AI into the ways businesses work, right? So how do we really embed that into the business workflow? It's not about implementing the technology; it's about orchestrating the data, the digital solutions, right? The human intelligence to optimize the overall decision making and unlocking the opportunities, right? So this requires actually deep industry experience, strong data foundation, and the innovative AI capabilities.
That's a great point. The generality of AI meet the specificity of a domain or depth of a domain, especially the domain you're on. Domains like insurance, domain like healthcare, actually creates a very specific industry outcomes. And people also say, often say in these situations, data is the gold. And I often think data is actually the bloodline or the bloodstream of the organization. That
Right.
as much as critical it is, it has to be also very carefully sort of cultivated and protected in these circumstances. So please talk to us more about what you mentioned about data and in this journey of how is the data becoming the fabric for your AI strategy.
As EXL, we deliver cutting edge, industry specific data and AI led solutions, which we tailor to meet our clients' unique requirements, right? The strategy, helps us deploy these solutions across multi cloud environments and take it to client into the client's market and solve their specific requirements. So our innovative multi-cloud multi-geography approach, right, enhances the user experience as we position solution really closer to the client markets, right, the target markets. This strategy actually helps us ensure that we are complying to the local regulatory norms, right, strengthen the resilience, and we are able to leverage the best of the multi-cloud providers. We adopt an integrated approach to manage these multi-cloud deployments, focusing on the efficiency of the architecture, right, and the operational workflow, the security measures that we put in, and then on top of it, we strongly emphasize on the user experience and the overall organizational resilience.
So there's a lot to unpack there. You are a global enterprise which has a global footprint, and you have a cloud, a multi-tenant cloud deployment, which sort of takes this data and builds AI solutions. Uh, can you double click on and with this global footprint of cloud, how do you think about now cyber resiliency and sort of the threat to data and the overall how do you think about that?
This is critical one. So so see, as EXL embraces the power of AI, right, the safeguarding of data security and ensuring the compliance of evolving privacy regulations continues to be our top priority. We are committed to protection of data by design, right? Embedding the robust security measures at every stage of AI development to maintain compliance with privacy best practices. Organizations can actually adopt the industry-specific data regulation strategy or data governance strategies that monitor the data usage and processing. Then, on top of it, regular audits and risk assessments are essential to measure the maturity of data of security programs. So, by fostering the culture of compliance, the culture of staying aligned with the innovative industry regulations, right, the organization can really balance the innovation with the privacy safeguards, build customer trust, achieve the business success while respecting the global privacy rights.
That's a great point, and in these cases, you have to think global but almost act local, because local laws dictate a lot of different things around cyber and around how data and data privacy takes place and how it interacts with the business in India. Um, if you think about now the role of a data protection provider like Druva, and what do you expect from a vendor like us uh, in this journey of protecting your multi-cloud deployments and safeguarding data?
So, see, at EXL, we really harness the power of operating across multi-cloud, right? Leveraging multi-cloud platforms, and this is primarily to drive agility and ensure compliance, right, with diverse regulatory requirements specific to a specific client geography. So, different geographies will have different regulatory requirements, and this multi-cloud definitely provides us that sort of flexibility. So, our overall multi-cloud strategy actually helps us uphold the data sovereignty and empowers us to modernize the legacy platforms, right, and do it seamlessly. So by leveraging this cloud native architecture, we are able to elevate the performance and level of seamlessly integrating AI driven insights at scale. The flexibility, right, and the robust security inherent in the cloud infrastructure fuels our ability to innovate swiftly and ultimately enhances the services that we deliver to our clients. Now, talking about Druva, right, with this advanced capability coming into play from Druva, we can actually perform air gap backup across multi-cloud environments. This provides us strategic edge and adds actually a peace of mind.
Yeah, the data gets more and more decentralized. The data management and data security has to get more and more sort of centralized. And I think with your multi-cloud, multi-geo, multi-segment strategy, the control plane centralization, is something which helps you orchestrate policies. Appreciate the insight there. Now, let's switch gears a little bit to talk about your own personal journey. You have evolved. We've known each other for a while. You've evolved a lot. Uh, let's get the audience to understand what are the principles you've learned over the years, and how you use them to make the best of this transformation you're driving at EXL.
Sure. So my career path has been a fascinating blend of hands-on technology experience and strategic leadership, right? See, having engaged with enterprise and business technology roles throughout my career, I've come to appreciate the essence of continuous learning. All right. And see, in today's fast-paced world, adaptability to swiftly embrace disruptive technology is no longer an option. It's a necessity. All right. The pivotal discussion is whether you lead the transformation or allow yourself to be reshaped by it. Right. So that's one. Second, I think building the right team is critical for successful transformation. It's about empowering individuals with the right skills, making transition smoother and and impactful. Third, ultimately staying focused to customer remains paramount. Implementing technology for the sake of technology is ineffective, right? It's always should be about addressing the real business challenge and the needs.
Thank you, Sumit. I always say it often takes a decade in this fast moving world to gain rich experiences. I think your continuous learning element truly describes your style and how you're able to think the big picture at the same time, the practicalities of implementing the right technologies for scale. And even in Drova, we think highly of leaders who can fly high, fly low, can have a unique vision, and then still execute, and lead by example. With that said, let's now wrap up and think about your last parting comment around all things data, AI, and security, and how would you want to sum it up?
Sure. So look, the convergence of AI, data, and cloud is defining the future of business, right? These are pivotal forces transforming the operational landscape and driving innovation. So in my view, organizations that master the integration of these technologies will actually secure a more formidable competitive advantage, right? So my recommendation: one, prioritize investing on optimal cloud solutions. Second, commit to responsible AI development. And third, harness the full potential of data to create meaningful impact, leveraging deep domain knowledge.
In this world of fast-paced, changing AI and cloud, like practically thinking about how you leverage cloud for a global transformation and global deployment, keeping consistent standards of operations across the globe, at the same time applying the domain knowledge and the and the sort of the industrial experience or the enterprise experience into through data into AI, truly brings the solutions home. So thank you for your time today and appreciate the insights.
Great. Always a pleasure talking to you, Jasprit.
Thank you.